Well, hello, Mr. Troy Aldemaz.
Hello.
So I asked you to join with me. I'm doing 5 interviews with 5 of my favorite men for International Women's Day.
Thank you. Hello,
You're,
everyone.
you're so welcome. And so I asked you to come on because actually you're my best friend. You're my best friend in the world. And people are surprised when they hear this due to your age. And so for me, Troy is my best friend, and what do I mean by that is he supports my strength, he supports my growth, he supports my abundance, he supports my living of life. And you're a very strong force in what you know. And so my life has grown massively in the last 2 years due to your support and having a very strong horse pulling for me in the world. So what would you like to say to women? What is a woman to you, and what is the gift that we are doing a call called Receiving the Gift That You Are as a Woman? What is a woman to you, and what is the gift of a woman?
Yeah, like when you said that, and actually even before coming to this interview, like one of the things was really pinging me, like the woman that I grew up with. And like one of the things that I see, like especially I live in Turkey, like I grew up in Turkey after I was 6 years old. And like I watched like all the women that actually had like amazing capacities and powers, and they would just go to see the source as their husbands, and they were actually not willing to like step up or actually create beyond their husbands. And like for me,
Wow.
that was like always like so confusing, because I knew like the husband or the person that they're with is actually maybe not capable of, or maybe not actually even interested in like creating that. And at the same time, the lady like actually wasn't willing to like be that power. And for me, like that was like actually like super confusing. And now like I get to like work with you. Yeah. And I get to work with like so many like different women and
Yeah.
ladies, and they actually willing to step up and are willing to create. And the reason actually I'm saying this, like for me, like when I'm working with someone or a lady that actually willing to be their powers and actually like get out in the world and like just generate, it's just like such a relief for me. Like I'm not totally sure like how's it like for every man or in the like gentleman in the world, but like for me, like I know like I have like a capacity to support that and actually like allow that to grow. And yeah, I don't know if that makes sense like so far, but
So basically what you're saying to me is most women that I have seen, and as for myself as well, I was torturing myself for not being what I was supposed to be, happy to be at home, happy with what I had. I was very dissatisfied. I had a negative dissatisfaction as a woman. And what you're saying now makes so much sense, because we're talking about presumptive realities, which you grew up with. The presumptive reality is the husband must generate even more money. The presumptive reality is the husband must go to work. The presumptive reality is the woman must, look after the children. And for me, yeah.
And the funniest part, actually, like when you talk with like some of the men's, they actually want like they way prefer to stay at home and not
Oh,
like go to work and just maybe like support their family, but because of the presumptive reality that as a man you have to bring all the money, like they have to go to the work, and the lady actually don't want to stay at home. And like for me, that was like such a like what?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you could see clearly how potent women were and how they are capable of going out and changing the world and being a massive part of business, being a massive part of our world, our social, social governance. And so for women watching this who haven't yet received the gift that they are as a woman, I am going to say this: by you being around me for the last 2.5 years, you have shown me, you receiving me as a gift, because I can be such a powerhouse. And if something isn't working, I demand that it changes, and I demand that it grows, and I demand that it gets greater. thank you for being that gift of a man that supported my growth. So what would you say to someone who is struggling with what they're supposed to be? What would you say to them?
Yeah, actually, like for me, it was like one of the things that was really strong, and I actually didn't acknowledge it. Like in a certain point after I started Access Consciousness, actually, your point of view create your reality, and like we were just actually talking with like earlier, there was like one lady, like she actually had decided she cannot like change something regarding to like her husband point of view, and then like when she changed her point of view,
You.
everything around her like actually changed. And like for me, I think like that's like one of the biggest, like, and for me it's like such an empowering like example. And like for me as well, like when I was just like growing around my family, like I did have like even like I think it was like 1 month ago, I had like such a extreme like presumptive reality regarding to like one of the members in my family, and it was like, no, like that cannot change, like this person is this way and I cannot choose what I know is possible, and I am right and everybody else is wrong. And like I just like come on to like one of the calls and just we had like a conversation and you just like ask me some questions, and when I actually start to change my point of view, like everything around me start to change, and I get like that's like such a gift, because the way everybody like teach us while we're walking through the world is everything happens to us and actually we don't have like effect on anything. At least that was the way I raised.
I was raised like that too. Yeah. Yeah.
And like really like acknowledging like what your point of view, like if
It,
you, yeah, is
yeah.
like
Yeah.
fading, and actually you can't like change. And for me, like actually I can say like really bringing that change like for me occurred with Access Consciousness tools. And yeah, I just I'm so grateful for the tools of Access Consciousness. So
So
yeah.
let me run a recap on this. Your point of view creates your reality. Okay. So what point of view have I here? What presumptive reality have I here that is not allowing me choice? Because presumptive realities are the death of all choice. They're the killer of all choice. And so if I have a presumptive reality that I can't move country because I'm 51, guess what? I can't move country because I'm 51. If I have a presumptive reality that I cannot create change in the world, I cannot create change in the world. Now, the biggest presumptive reality that I had is that I was unacceptable in relationship because I'm so different. Okay. And that is not true, you know? And so all the presumptive realities that you've bought in regard to being a woman, can you just try and uncreate it all and be a man? Right, wrong, good, bad, pun, puck, online, shorts, boys, pubs, and males. Because we talk a lot in the generation of our business and the business of Rachael O'Brien. And one of the things that we have to constantly look at is the need of reactive realities based on someone else's presumptive reality. And I am willing to be far out there in my point of view. And I am going to add this. You are allowed to have your point of view. My point of view is life should be ease. You know, if it's not ease, I'm in a presumptive reality. And my point of view is money should be ease. My body should be ease, you know? And so my difference should be ease. And this is a massive topic. And we would hope that this conversation contributes to you in asking a question and questioning the beliefs that you've taken on from others, the projections that you've taken on from others, becoming the good girl, the good boy. This did not create a life that was joyous for me. So to finish, Mr. Troy, what's your favorite ladies song?
Well, recently the song "Girls Just Wanna Have
Have
Fun."
fun. Oh, girls, they wanna have fun. Girls wanna have fun. Girls, it's so true. It's all about having fun. And thank you for not going to judgment. Thank you so much for choosing to not separate. It's so lazy to go to judgment, but it takes a lot of courage and a lot of presence to be present and not go to judgment of man and woman, woman and man, better than less than. So thank you for that choice, and thank you for supporting me, and to all the beautiful, amazing ladies out there. Go buy yourself a beautiful bunch of flowers or whatever it is. It's tulip season in the Netherlands. And we say happy International Women's Day to you.
Yeah. And I just want to say it worked to like actually not being lazy and get up and work for your reality.
Yeah. Get up and create your reality. For what reason would you not? Bye for now. You're so welcome. Thanks so much.
Thank you for watching. Bye.